Building a luxury home by the shoreline is more than just creating a beautiful retreat. It's about balancing elegance with resilience. Today, we'll be exploring a modern house in Hawke's Bay from Hitman 2. Is it structurally accurate or is it just for show? Let's find out. We have now arrived at our location and we are starting from the coastal shorelines. We can see remnants of a destroyed wooden jetty. This suggests that this place was once accessible for people traveling by water. A jetty is a structure that extends into the water, often used for docking boats or protecting the shorelines from waves and erosion. These round vertical parts of the jetty are called pile foundations. They are vertical structural supports that extend deep into the ground or seabed to transfer the load of the jetty to stronger soil or rock layers below it. Piles are especially useful in areas with soft or unstable soils, like here at the shoreline, where the land meets the ocean. They provide stability and ensure the jetty can withstand both the weight of the structure and forces from waves or the currents. We now have the modern looking house in front of us. Key features of modern houses include sharp geometric shapes with clean lines and angles, often with flat or gently sloping roofs. They also have open floor plans, which means large open spaces that flow into each other without heavy partitions. They also have large windows, sometimes from the floor to the ceiling, to maximize the natural light and offer unobstructed view. They are usually made of high-end materials like glass, steel, concrete, and natural wood, often chosen for their texture, sustainability, and aesthetic appeal. There is also an emphasis on blending indoor and outdoor spaces, sometimes with features like terraces, gardens, or large patios. A well-built modern house is also energy efficient, meaning it incorporates modern technologies such as solar panels, efficient insulation, and smart home systems. This is what we call a cantilever structure, which refers to a horizontal structural element that is supported at only one end, with the other end extending freely. The support typically comes from a vertical structure, such as a column or a wall at one end, while the rest of the beam or the slab extends without support. The cantilever structure that we are looking at is relatively complex due to the significant distance which the slab extends freely. Such a design is possible when materials like reinforced concrete, structural steel, counterbalances, and anchors are properly engineered to support the structure. If this wall is the only support for the cantilever, the foundation beneath it must be extremely robust, as it needs to counteract both the vertical load and the horizontal force. Additionally, wind and seismic forces must also be considered in the overall design. Let's keep moving. As we survey the swimming pool, it appears to lack a ladder for swimmers to safely enter and exit. Additionally, a depth marker could have been added for indicating the water depth, enhancing safety precautions. Upon closer inspection on the tiles beside the swimming pool, it appears that the surface has been modified to create a non-slip texture. This is a common practice in real-world scenarios to provide better traction, allowing people with wet feet to walk safely and maintain better control on the floor. There are trash bins here, but it seems that they are not regularly emptied, likely due to the lack of vehicular access for waste collection. Additionally, there are stairs without a ramp, which means that people must lift the trash bins to dispose all the waste. A quick look at this concrete wall with a slanted detail on the edge of the corner, and that is called a chamfer. A chamfer is a type of finish applied to the corners of a structure, giving it a more aesthetic appearance and making it less harsh to the touch. As we walk along this pathway, we can see floor-mounted uplights. Since they are installed outside the house, they can be categorized as landscape uplights. And these round-shaped objects are what we call bollard lights. We are now observing the path from the main road leading into the driveway and going into the garage. Given the level of luxury incorporated into this house, I would have expected the owner to build a fence and a private gate. However, it seems they prefer a more open and welcoming approach. Now, is placing a bench right next to a glass wall really ideal? Especially when your back would be leaning against this glass. Imagine finishing a swim in the sea or a jog. You'd want to take a break and sit on this bench over here. But your sweat would just smudge and spoil the glass. The bench over there is positioned better. Or, better yet, these benches could be moved further away from the glass. The exterior wall of this house gives the impression that it might be made of brickwork. However, with the right materials and design, it could also be constructed using alternatives like concretes with line mark finishes, or a more luxurious option, stone cladding. Stone cladding is a decorative covering applied to walls to give the appearance of natural stone. It enhances the aesthetic appeal of a structure, providing a luxurious and timeless look. Beyond aesthetics, it offers durability, weather resistance, and low maintenance. Stone cladding can be made from real stone or lightweight, cost-effective veneers, making it versatile for various architectural styles. The exterior of the house speaks elegance, with a cantilever design that adds complexity, requiring careful planning and the right choice of materials to execute in a real-world scenario. The landscaping could have been extended beyond the house's perimeter, but it's understandable if the homeowner prefers to maintain a closer connection to the natural beach just outside their doorstep. In the next video, we'll explore the interiors of this house, focusing on the materials used and how well they would hold up in the harsh weather conditions near the ocean. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.